Grüß Gott, was brauchst du?
What about poisons? Are you selling those?
Poisons? Who do you take me for? I don't even mix poisons, let alone sell them.
Why not?
What are poisons for? Only killing people. There was such a miscreant here. He reveled in all sorts of poisons and such devilish things. When poisoning began to be a problem in this city, the bailiff had him expelled. It said he leads dangerous heathens at a ruin somewhere. Robstein or someplace like that. At least from what I've heard. Wiedersehen.
It's no wonder it turned out bad with such dried up herbs. With fresh herbs, it would have turned out better. It's a shame I didn't collect fresh herbs. It's a shame I didn't collect fresh herbs.
Was möchtest du?
What do you have for sale? I'd like to do something about that price.
Was soll's? Warum nicht?
How's this?
That's more like it. Just a bit more and we can shake hands. Ja, das ist gut. Finally a good price. Danke und viel Glück für die Zukunft, mein Herr.
goods, the finest wares.
It's no wonder it turned out bad with such dried up herbs. Next time I should use fresh herbs. If I'd had fresh herbs, it would have turned out better. It's a shame I didn't collect fresh herbs.
I don't want to get locked up on your account. Was möchtest du, mein Herr?
What do you have for sale? Let's talk about the price.
Das könnte vielleicht gehen. Aye, you'll convince me with that price. Glad you found what you were looking for, sir.
It's my white wine. Give it a taste. Wine. Try some wine from the Gutenberg. An elegant, clean flavor.
What is it you need?
Aroma of looking for something. This wine. Give it a taste.
Where aren't these days?
Don't even ask.
That bad, is it?
The last time we visited, she didn't even recognize us.
She must be well over 70 now, isn't she?
She'll be 76 this autumn. At least, I hope so.
She'll outlive us all, you'll see. Oh,
But it had everything. You're forgotten about him. Maybe it's because I...
This is my first time in the city, and I don't know my way around. Do you?
Yes, I know my way around a bit.
I'm sure you can help me then. I'm looking for a tavern. The Emperor Charles? But I don't even know what quarter it's in. I only know the merchant quarter.
But I reckon you're right. Prayer is the only thing.
You're in luck. That's exactly where it is.
Thanks. I heard the food at that place is fantastic. Folks say their roasts fit for a king.
Really?
Well, so I've heard. I'm only in town for a quick visit, to sell my wares, and then on my way again tomorrow. But I don't have a place to stay yet. You don't happen to know anywhere in town, do you?
What are you selling?
Fabrics. I have a workshop just outside Yichin. But I do a bit of work on the side here and there. We might cross paths again, you never know. Thanks for the advice. Take care.
Same to you. I hope you find that tavern.
Wait, where are my things? They robbed me!
Excuse me.
You robbed me!
I don't know what you're talking about.
Give it back!
What are you on about? You're confusing me with someone else.
Nah, don't fuck with me. I know it was you. Is it really worth it? Stealing?
I used to run a tavern in Mezoles. When they razed the village, I lost all I had.
And so poorly that I noticed right away. How about trying your hand at something more honest?
It's a struggle, you know? It's a struggle, you know?
What's so hard about it? You want to be a pickpurse for the rest of your life?
No, of course not. I'd like to open a tavern, serve beer, and host guests from all over. But like the fool I am, I've run up debts I can't settle. So that tavern's out of my reach.
And what about family? Is there no one who can help you?
No, there isn't. They're all with God now.
You know what? Keep it. I can live without it.
Really?
Aye, but take my advice. Stop with the pickpocketing, or you'll end up swinging from a rope.
Yes, of course. I'll definitely stop. I'll never forget your kindness. Thank you.
God be with you.
good day.
God will understand. Don't fear God. Fear men.
Here, Mutt.
Be careful. It isn't safe around here.
I have not changed my answer. I will not sell you the rights to my mines. Not today, not tomorrow, nor in 100 years. You will not get your hands on my silver.
You forget I have influential friends. If you won't sell the mines, you'll lose them. Just like Malishov. Along with your life, if you defy me.
Mind your step. Two can play that game. Did you really think that I didn't know you were stealing the royal silver, eh? When your self-proclaimed king finds that out, your head will be on the chopping block.
Seize that traitor!
Not another step.
You'll get yours too, turtle dove. What are you waiting for? Can't you see? They're threatening the Royal Mint Master!
He's one of them! Get him!
Back in, True blood, yes! I'm just getting warmed up, you shit! You swine! You'll pay back! Come on, scum! Hey! Get it! Fuck you! Get him! Slice him up! My now it's your turn, you shit! Surprised? Nice hit! Bleeding like a stuck pig!
Damn. They gave me a going over. Good thing you showed up, lad.
You alright, sir? Looks like you took some hits.
It's just a scratch.
Papa! My God! You're hurt!
I'm all right. What the hell was that, Rosa?
I saved your life. Didn't you notice?
We would have been in the right if you hadn't taken the shot. Now we have the blood of the king's men on our hands. Do you have any idea what this means?
Was I supposed to let one of Sigismund's lackeys insult us in our own home?
And you thought this was a better solution?
You know what? Let's just leave it be. I don't want to argue in front of the young man here. Apologies for the mess, stranger. There aren't usually so many corpses strewn about our courtyard.
I should be the one apologising. Some of it is my handiwork.
It won't be your concern, though. I promise. We'll call the guards and tell them what happened. That Ulrich Vavak and his men attacked us for no reason.
You think that will make them let us off the hook?
Not for free. But knowing young Plimo, the commander of the guard, I'm sure he won't refuse my coin. But back to you, lad. Who are you? And why have you graced us with your visit?
I'm Henry of Scales, squire to Lord Capon of Perkstein.
Pleased to meet you. Conslin Routard. And this feisty creature here is my daughter Rosa.
Like father, like daughter.
Why did your master send you to me, Henry?
He didn't, sir. Unfortunately, he's in enemy captivity.
We're sorry to hear that.
But I plan to rescue him. And I believe you can help me with that.
We can? How?
Lord Capon is held at Malashov.
Our Malashov? I don't envy him. I was planning on fixing the roof before they took it from us. It's full of leaks. I doubt its new master will lift a finger to do anything about it. But tell me, why would I meddle in matters that don't concern me?
Well, we all stand on the same side. Against Sigismund.
That is undoubtedly true. I don't like that ginger bastard either. Especially since his people started sticking their fingers in my coffers. But to get involved in something as dangerous as freeing a captured nobleman in a territory conquered by Sigismund?
We have to do something to help. I know it's dangerous.
Dangerous? It's madness. What if somebody finds out?
Nobody will know.
You haven't been in Kuttenberg for long, have you? The walls have ears here. I'd only end up with my head on the chopping block. And I don't even want to think about what they'd do to Rosa.
That's true. As long as Vavak's breathing down our necks, we have to be careful.
Who is he, anyway?
Ulrich Vavak von Neuhaus. The new mint master appointed by Sigismund himself. He's had it in for us ever since he took over the office. He's been pressuring me to hand over my mining rights. It seems he'd like to see me reduced to a beggar. And now we've killed his men. The king's men. I'll have to reach deep into my pocket to get out of that. Like Rosa said, lad, as long as Vavak is around, my hands are tied. I'm sorry.
Then let's get rid of Vavak. He must have some weakness, right?
There may be one. It's obvious Vavak is getting richer than his office warrants. There are rumors going around that he's stealing the king's silver. He even uses it to mint counterfeit groschen, using a fake die. If Sigismund were to find out, he'd have him executed at once, regardless of his noble blood.
Then why hasn't Sigismund heard about it?
Simple allegations aren't enough to charge someone with such a serious crime. We need evidence.
But how do we find it?
Some of the silver goes missing somewhere along the way to the mint. And we have to find out where.
Find out? But how? They don't let just anyone into the mines and smelting works.
You're right. Only authorized people are allowed in. Fortunately, we have an ally. My friend Peter of Pisek. They ousted him from the Mintmaster's office, but his brother Christian remained in the Italian court. He wanted to become the Mintmaster himself, but because of Vavak, he had to settle for the steward's office. He hates him even more than we do on account of it.
And that's saying something.
Christian and I were just talking about his suspicions. He'd welcome any dirt you can dig up on Vavak, just as much as I would. If you go to him and ask for help on my behalf, I'm sure he'll accommodate you. I'll help you free Lord Capon in exchange for evidence of Vavak's fraud. That's fair, isn't it?
All right. It's a deal. I've already met Peter of Pisek, and I know he can be trusted. Let's hope the same goes for his brother.
Excellent. You'll find Christian and Horshan at the estate near the mines. Tell him the password, Via Argentum, the pot of silver. He'll know who he's dealing with. But be careful, both of you. This is our last chance to stop Vavak.
We'll be praying for you.
Clear off! Get out of my sight! Stand here all day. I don't care.
In no mood for nonsense. So no messing about. Got it?
Ah, don't worry. I'm a saint.
Good doggy. Good boy.
It happens.
shade in your husband's food, and God will understand. I'm sorry. Men shall no longer look down their noses at us because of their superior swordsmanship. Come and let the
Sit and bark.
That door for, eh? You can't be here. Next time, don't come in here without permission. What's that? I must be mad.
Sit.
You
Stay.
mangy mutt. Call... Get out of here, mutt. No one wants to hear you barking. Somebody ought to grab it by the scruff of the neck.
Who's there? Where the hell are you? Did you lose something here in the daytime? Or what are you looking for here? I hope you're not going to be wandering around here all night.
Ah, damn. Oh, sakra.
Wandering around out there all night.
Greetings. Do you need something?
I'd like to sword fight with you.
I'm glad to hear it. Master Nicholas will be happy to train you. If you're one of us.
One of you?
Aye. One of us honest Kuttenberg citizens.
How come it's only for citizens? Can't a decent man sword fight with you?
It's the Kuttenberg sword fighting hall, and it's reserved for Kuttenberg citizens. We wouldn't want any old strangers strolling in here learning our art, would we now?
And how can an honest man become a Kuttenberg citizen?
Well, it ain't that easy. You have to wait until there's a meeting of the council to accept new citizens. And you have to have 2 Kuttenberg citizens to vouch for you. We can't just take every man jack that comes along. That's clear. Then you have to appear before the council with your 2 supporters and pay your dues. If the council consents, you'll be accepted into city law.
I see. And when will the council be accepting new citizens?
Not for a while. Not more than half a year, though.
Oh, Sacra! I don't have that much time. Thanks for the information. I'll be going.
Oh well.
I hope you're not going to be wandering around out there all night.
If you want to be outside after sunset, you need a lit torch. That's the law.
What's that? I heard something. Huh?
Stick it up your bum.
Genius.
That's odd.
Stay!
I hope nothing's missing.
How to handle a sword properly and build up your body. yourself. Greetings to you. How's your...
Praise the Lord.
I apologize. All right.
It's you? You're lucky. I was just about to... Greetings. What do you need?
What do you have for sale? I'd like to do something about that price.
Very well. Aye, you'll convince me with that price. I was glad to be of help to you, good sir.
Come now. You've no right to be there.
Grüß dich. Was wünschst du?
Master Menhard, the sword is at the town hall.
Wunderbar, Heinrich. Let's go right now. It will not take long before the Kuttenbergers hear of this.
Sure, I'll go with you.
Natürlich. Just do not forget to pretend you are surprised.
Fucking thieves.
No, no. We can't take it back now. We'd look like fools.
Na, was haben wir denn hier? I see the Kuttenberg Bruderschaft has made a challenge to combat.
So, I see you have endlich worked up the courage to face us in public.
There's no need for mocking, Mernhardt. We've made our challenge, as you can see.
Wunderbar. Das freut uns.
Genau. We accept your challenge.
Well, since we've arrived at this point, listen up. It's time to put an end to this bickering. Besides, it will only benefit our town if the best of the sword-fighting masters takes charge here. So, whoever emerges as the victor of your tournament shall win the right to lead the sword-fighting brothership here. That will bring a just close to this whole affair.
Bei allen Heiligen, you have decided wisely, Friedrich. It will be seen that it is we who were right from the start.
No way! You can't do this, Friedrich. We set up the sword-fighting brotherhood. Stay out of it.
You said yourself that we shouldn't go against the will of the council. And Friedrich here is a councillor, isn't he?
Shut up! This is a matter for the burghers.
Calm yourself, friend. It's not such a big deal, is it? We'll compete honestly against these Germans, and then we'll finally have peace from them.
All right, Nicholas. Let's show them Deutschers how we sword fight here. Because we ain't afraid of no one. You want combat? You'll get it. 3 members of our brotherhood will fight with 3 of yours. Each will have a bout with all 3 opponents, and we'll see who wins the most.
Du Schwindler! You know there are only 2 of us.
I agree with Emerem's proposal.
Kein Problem, Arne. We also have one promising student, nicht wahr?
Richtig. I'll fight on Menhard's side.
Gut, Heinrich. Gut.
Agreed, then. The duels will begin when you're all ready, with long swords and in gambesons. And don't delay getting started.
Don't you worry. We'll crush them Deutschers in a jiffy.
Pah! You have no chance gegen uns.
I look forward to crossing swords with you, Meister Mernhardt.
Ja, ich auch. Komm, Heinrich. We must prepare for the Fechten. So, Heinrich, you have heard it yourself. Some good news, finally. We shall engage the Kuttenberger and confirm our privilege from King Wenzel to operate here our sword-fighting Bruderschaft. And it is all due to you. Danke, Heinrich.
You can count on me, Menhard. It will be an honor to fight by your side and enforce the will of our King Wenceslas.
Genau, Heinrich. But first, we must make you one of us and accept you into our Bruderschaft.
All right. Is that a problem?
Nein, nein. You must only take an oath and undergo a test. We cannot just take everyone. That is our Regel. You must show that you have some skill with a Schwert and that you will not bring us shame in the Gefecht. So we know that you will not lose your life in combat.
Surely that's not necessary. After all, I defeated you the first time we met, remember?
Na ja, you are right. Herrgott, you must have been sehr glücklich. But you fought well, yes. And you showed that you have some skill. So, we can receive you into our Bruderschaft sofort.
One beer after another.
Menhard, there's this one thing. Before Friedrich and the rest came, I won our duel in town.
Das stimmt. Fortuna smiled on you. you would not have the same luck again, be assured. But it is true, you won fair and square. And because I am fair too, here are your groschen.
Danke, Menhard. Menhard, I'd like to join your brotherhood.
Certainly. Let us go somewhere more geeignet, so it has some class. Each new member must pay for acceptance. But in your case, since you have helped us, I will relieve you of that obligation.
Danke, Menhard.
And now, the oath. Arne will be the witness.
I will be honored.
Kneel, Heinrich. Hör gut zu. Do you solemnly swear that you shall act honorably and justly, and that you shall not bring shame upon your name or mine, or bring disgrace to the sword-fighting Bruderschaft, that you shall defend and adorn the reputation of the Bruderschaft and its rules, and that you shall heed my word in these matters, that you shall diligently train in the art of the Langschwert, and not allow yourself to be shamed in combat, that you shall thus act for the greater glory of our Bruderschaft and our martial art. Place your hand on this sword and swear.
I swear, by the memory of my parents, and by the soul of my dear departed father, Martin, blacksmith and sword fighter, I do so swear.
Stand as one of us. Heinrich, I hereby name you my student in the art of sword fighting.
All honor to you, Heinrich. It is good that you have come among us.
And now listen to your first lesson, and always remember this principle. It is not important to strike, but to strike and wound.
I'll remember that, Menhard.
Gut, Heinrich. I shall make a great fechter out of you one day. Let me know when you are ready. We will get to work and cross swords with the Kuttenbergers.
Menhard, I'm ready to engage the Kuttenbergers by your side.
Wunderbar. Let us go and tell Friedrich. It is high time we put an end to this disgraceful schlamassel.
Today, 2 sword-fighting brotherhoods will match their skills. The Kuttenberg Brotherhood, led by Master Nicholas.
Glory to Kuttenberg! Kick those Germans' asses, Emmeram!
And the Frankfurt Brotherhood, led by Master Menhard.
It is an honor to be able to show off our skill in front of the whole Kuttenberg.
The reason for these duels is the dispute over the right to run the local sword-fighting hall and the associated brotherhood. The local brotherhood was founded by Emmeram the Butcher and his associates. What they did not know, though, was that King Wenceslas had tasked Master Menhard to do the same.
The king ain't here, Emmeram is! The Brotherhood belongs to the Kuttenbergers!
And since King Wenceslas cannot resolve the dispute, the town council ruled it shall be decided through a duel. So, the matter shall be settled before the eyes of the council, as well as the burghers of Kuttenberg and God Almighty.
A wise decision by the council. Let the best master lead our brotherhood.
The duels will be fought with long swords and in light armor. Each dueler will face each on the opposing team, and whoever beats his opponent twice wins the duel. The brotherhood whose members get more victories will be declared the overall winner. As is the law, all the necessary armor was lent to you from the town armory. and you must fight in it. If there is anything wrong with the armor, you can fix it with any of the repair tools you'll find in the armorer's tent. And in case someone gets seriously injured, the bathmaid will give them the care they need. Or Father Tobias will perform the necessary rites.
But I do not think it will come to that.
Now that everything has been made clear, swear before God. You will fight fairly, justly, and respect the judge's decisions, as well as the outcomes of the duels.
Das geloben wir, im Namen des Vaters, des Sohnes und des Heiligen Geistes.
By God Almighty, we so swear.
All the requisites have been satisfied. Therefore, let us proceed to the first duel. Master Menhart against Lindhart, the cobbler. For the glory of Gutenberg, let the duel begin! End of duel! Today's first victory goes to Master Menhart. Let's see if he can keep it up, or if Linhart can even the score. Get ready for the next round. No time to lose. Get to it. End of duel.
That's a lot of blood.
People of Gutenberg, behold, Master Menhart proved his mastery. He defeated Linhart for the second time, giving the Frankfurt Brotherhood its first victory. Moreover, Lady Fortune has a difficult task in store for Linhart, because the lot drawn determined that the next fight will also be his. This time it's Henry who will face him on the side of the Frankfurt Brotherhood. Cheer for both fighters. We'll shortly see which of them will best his opponent. Ready? Fight! End of duel! Lady Luck is certainly not on Linhart's side. Henry wins the first duel. Swordsmen, get ready for a new duel. Let's see if the winner can keep it up. Contenders, forward! End of duel! Henry showed Linhart who's the better sword fighter again! That makes the second victory for the Frankfurt Brotherhood! Let's now proceed to the third duel. The Kuttenbergers will be represented by Emmeram the Butcher. Give him your support, and we'll see if he can do better than Linhardt. Because his opponent will once more be Master Menhardt. Let your steel ring! Fight!
Bishop or someone take.
End of duel! You saw it with your own eyes, good citizens of Kuttenberg. Menhardt's skill is second to none. He wins again. Can Emmeram still manage to defeat him? We'll soon find out. Contenders, to it!
That's not fighting. That's dancing.
My word, that was so much that
End of duel! It's finished! Not even the illustrious Emmeram could withstand the German master's sword. The Frankfurt Brotherhood thus has 3 wins already. None for Kuttenberg so far. Two swordsmen we haven't seen yet will now show us their skills. Arne the German will face Master Nicholas. Soon we'll find out if Nicholas can secure the first victory for the Kuttenbergers.
The old man found it. Not at all. I told him it was a shuttle. He believed it.
Ready?
He doesn't know the first
Fight!
thing about breathing.
Watch out. He's coming round. Zum Teufel!
And the victor is...
Nein! Mit der Hilfe Gottes I will continue.
You're brave, but foolish. This will not end well for you. Yield.
Niemals. Arne does not yield.
reicht!
This Gefecht is over. You win.
You acted with chivalry, Master Menhart. But intervening in a duel is a breach of the rules. There is no choice but to disqualify you from the tourney.
How does it look?
He's badly shaken up, but that should improve in time. At first, I thought I'd have to send for the priest. But he had more luck than sense.
Was ist mit deinem Auge? Siehst du meine Hand, Arne?
Nein.
The good news is the blade missed his eye. The bad news is such a blow to the head can cause many different problems. I hope in time he'll get his sight back in that eye. But I can't say for sure. In my experience, it's in the Lord's hands.
Send for the best physician in all of Kuttenberg. Schnell! I will pay alles.
Rest assured, Master Menhart, we will send for him as you command. I am sorry that the whole affair has taken such an unfortunate turn. I will pray for your companion's health.
Danke, Friedrich. But what about the duels?
Beruhige dich, Arne.
Yes, that's what I came here to clarify. However, I expect on account of Arne's injury, your brotherhood has forfeit the fight.
Nein, Menhart. Du musst keep fighting.
As Arne says, Menhart and me can continue.
Heinrich had recht. I want to duel Nicholas.
I understand your wish, Menhart, but I can't grant it. You've been disqualified.
Scheiß drauf! I will fight Nicholas, and you better get out of my way, Friedrich!
I'm warning you, Menhart. You swore to respect the results of the duels.
Verdammt!
Listen, Nicholas has defeated Arne, and Arne is in no shape to continue, so all 3 victories go to the Kuttenbergers. Menhart, you defeated Emmeram and Linhart, but you can't duel Nicholas. So 2 victories belong to you, and 1 to the Kuttenbergers. The only one who can still fight for you is Henry. He already defeated Linhart, so the score is 3-4 in favor of the Kuttenbergers, with 2 duels left.
Hold on, Friedrich. Arne could duel, but it's clear he wouldn't win. So all the victories here belong to the Kuttenbergers by right. But the only thing preventing Menhart from fighting is your decision. Otherwise, he's at full strength and ready.
That is true.
We swore we'd respect outcomes of the duels, but since there was no duel between Menhart and Nicholas, there is no outcome. So neither side can claim victory.
Wise words, I must admit.
The way I see it, both sides have 3 victories, and I have 2 duels left.
That sounds right and fair to me.
All right, so be it. So if Henry beats both Emmeram and Nicholas, you'll get the overall victory.
Gut, Heinrich. Fight for us. You are ein guter Fechter.
Also, Heinrich, our fate and our honor lies in your hands.
I hope Lady Fortune will favor me today.
Well said. I'll be waiting for you in the arena where you'll face Emmeram. So get ready quickly. Hear ye, hear ye! Arne the German can't take part in further duels due to his injuries, so 3 wins go to Gutenberg. The Frankfurt Brotherhood has won 3 rounds, but so has Gutenberg. Master Menhart cannot duel against Master Nicholas since he's been disqualified from further rounds. Their duel will not count at all. That leaves us with only 2 duels left. In the first, Henry will now face Emmeram. the glory of Gutenberg, let the duel begin!
Bad luck.
He's fucking good.
Henry put on a great show and won over Emmeram. Even Arna's severe injury doesn't seem to have broken the Frankfurt Brotherhood's resolve. Let's see if Henry can keep it up in the second round. Ready? Go for it! Look at that! Henry remains unbreakable and undefeated. He defeated the Butcher again. That's another victory for the Frankfurters. Good citizens, wise counselors of Gutenberg, it is time for the last duel. Here, Master Nicholas will take up his sword again to face none other than Henry. The current score is 4 wins for the Germans and 3 for Gutenberg. If Henry can win, the match is over. Contenders, forward!
Ah! Fuck me!
Spectacle!
What a magnificent strike.
Bravo!
End of duel! Unbelievable! Master Nicholas is defeated! Henry is now in for a really tough fight. I can see that Nicholas is burning with eagerness to get revenge. Here comes his opportunity. Ready? Fight!
Fuck yourself!
The blade was singing.
End of duel! How incredible and truly unexpected! Master Nicholas is defeated for the second time. Was it the doing of luck, or did Menhart make Henry a true swordmaster? Either way, victory and glory are Henry's. All of the duels we should or could have seen today are over. Now, all that remains is to settle the very matter that inspired the duels in the first place. I invite both brotherhoods to step closer. Revered counselors, righteous burghers of Gutenberg, lend me your ears one last time. 2 sword-fighting brotherhoods have clashed before the eyes of God as well as yours to demonstrate their skill and settle their dispute. And it was a spectacle beyond all expectations. The Frankfurt Brotherhood secured 5 victories against the Gutenberg Brotherhood's 3. The right to run the local sword-fighting hall and to teach the art of the long sword thus falls to Master Menhart of Frankfurt. That was the task entrusted to him by King Wenceslas, and Menhard has duly defended his claim. Thus is it settled before witnesses and by God's will.
It's just like Friedrich said. The council is in agreement on this, and we'll instruct the scribe to enter the proper records of everything at the earliest opportunity.
Let this dispute be thus justly settled, and let there be no further enmity between you.
Thank you, Friedrich, for finding justice and for overseeing the matter so wisely. We would like to invite all good Kuttenbergers to come and learn.
Fuck! We built the sword fighting hall with our own money. You can't just take it from us.
As for the money you invested, you'll be duly compensated for your good service to the town. I shall see to that. And I'd like to remind you that you have sworn to submit to the outcome of the duels. Don't forget that.
I won't forget this, Friedrich. I'm done with you.
Heinrich, let us leave Meister Metzger with Friedrich and go to Arne.
Menhart, I had word sent to Master Torwart to expect you at the apothecary shop on Tarmark. He's also currently hosting the famous physician Sigismund Albicus, so Arne will receive the best possible care.
Hab vielen Dank, Friedrich.
Good day, Meister Menhard. Oswald Torwart, Magister at your service.
Gut. Arne hier braucht deine Hilfe. Und schnell.
Beruhige dich. I know everything. Herr Albicus, the physician, is already upstairs preparing all that is necessary. In just a short while, Arne will receive treatment fit for a king. Rest assured.
Gott sei Dank, Herr Oswald.
Tell me about your fight before Albicus gets ready. Rumors spread like wildfire, but they have not yet reached us at Tarmac.
Letztendlich lief es ausgezeichnet. We won dank Heinrich hier, and our claim was recognized. Heinrich fought for us, and fortune stood by him today. Der König himself would be proud of him.
Genau, Heinrich. Glory to you. You have gerettet our heir.
And to defeat Meister Nicholas too? I have no words. Unglaublich, Heinrich. Ganz ausgezeichnet.
You know, Menhard, Henry of Skalitz is no easy mark.
I'm glad to hear that. Congratulations to all of you, especially to Henry, as word has it.
Gut. Gut. Jetzt noch wait until Arne heals, and then we take over the Fechthalle and die Bruderschaft. Heinrich, komm zu mir in a few days when alles fertig ist. What better place to reward you than there? And zwar richtig. You can be sure. And do not get too betrunken when you are celebrating your victory.
I will only go drinking when there's three of us. When Arne is all right again.
Good. We drink out of joy for my recovery, or out of sadness for my eye.
I'm sure it'll be the former.
Wunderbar. Deal.
Menhard, ich muss mich hinlegen. Ich fühle mich ein bisschen krank und schwach.
Of course. Menhard, let's get him inside. The quiet and a bit of shade will do him good.
Can I be of any help?
Danke. We can manage this. Bis bald.
squares.
Be careful. It's not safe here.
Shame.
And I'm telling you, that piece of land is
I'm
mine.
in no mood for
Over
nonsense.
the fence.
So no messing about. Got it?
Don't worry. I'm a saint. Nah, this is sharp enough as it is.
Be careful. God is punishing us for our sins. Fucking steel. What can I do for you?
Show me your wares.
Thank you, sir. And come again. Come on now.
What do you have for sale?
Good to see you, friend.
Here? Nobody wants to hear it.
Aye, aye, you silly doggy.
You silly doggy.
How did it go?
I went to see him, but he threw me out.
And you're surprised?
Keep close to others. It's not safe here.
I'm sorry.
Be careful.
Guten Tag, mein Freund. Schön, dich zu sehen. Good afternoon, sir.
I'll have a look at the wares.
Danke. Das war ein gutes Geschäft, mein Herr.
And so does half the town.
Easy. Good horse. Whoa.
Schönen Tag. Was willst du, mein Herr?
I'll have a look at the wares. Let's talk about the price.
Das könnte vielleicht gehen.
Satisfied?
That sounds really interesting. Lower your price a little more and I'll be satisfied. Ja, das ist gut. Finally a good price. Danke und viel Glück für die Zukunft, mein Herr. My respects. Such dir was aus.
Slowly. Nice and slow. Quick! Gah! Quick! Go! Quick! Go! Go! Quick! Go! Die! Die! Quick! Go! Ka!
Ka! Ka! Go! Ka! Quick! Go! Whoa!
You'll be watching it from now on, all right? Or I'll have to find another vet.
You can't get Sam into it. I got this job from Ulrich von Neuhaus.
But I can make sure he knows how you run the place. That's the 5th yucca who got scrushed in here.
This is some jiggery-pokery.
Be quiet. And now clear off. Do you need something?
Greetings.
You're a Christian of Pisek?
I am. What do you need?
Kunzlin Ruthard sent me about Via Argentum.
I see. But I'm afraid I don't have good news for Sir Kunzling. I haven't made much progress regarding the matter we discussed. I just don't have the time to investigate. I'm always needed somewhere, and there's always someone following me around.
Well, that's why I'm here. I'll help you with your investigation.
Excellent. You'd be pulling a thorn from my side. What's your name?
Henry.
All right. Listen up, Henry. Nobody can know I'm looking into it. It's a very dangerous game, but hopefully I don't need to tell you that.
Lord Ruthard mentioned something of the sort.
Excellent. Excellent. You don't happen to come from a family of miners or smelters, do you?
My real father is a nobleman. He oversaw the royal mines in Skalitz.
You don't say? You're the son of Radzig Kobula.
You know him?
Not personally. But I'm well informed about the silver mines in the kingdom, and their overseers. What happened in Skalitz was a great tragedy for the entire kingdom. It was one of the highest yielding mines. How much did your father tell you about its operation?
Hardly anything, actually.
Oh? Well, never mind. We can fix that. I'll be happy to tell you everything you need to know. Now, follow me, please. We need to talk somewhere in private.
Where should I start looking?
Straight to the point. I like that. We know for a fact the silver must be getting lost somewhere on its way to the mint. That means it would be best to discreetly inspect all operations and find out where the problem is. First of all, you should ask miners from every shift how many corves they mine in a day. After that, we'll compare the numbers to the mine record books and see.
But the yields aren't the same every day, right?
True. That's why we have to focus on one particular day. For example, the other day, on the Feast of St. Petronilla, Foreman Fett was beaming and bragging to me about how much it helped. Mined out.
Won't they be suspicious if I ask those kind of questions?
Of course. You'll have to proceed with the utmost caution. Nevertheless, the miners are a strange bunch. They might not be very forthcoming at first, and they have an odd way of speaking. Like calling each other Sonny, however old they are. But you'll hear for yourself. You should pretend to be really interested in them, and maybe they'll open up to you. You could be a scholar writing a treatise on silver mining, or perhaps a nobleman interested in buying a mine. Or just say I'm your distant uncle who's initiating you into the ins and outs of my job. It's up to you.
I'll behave like a true nobleman.
Suit yourself. Just don't change your story so you don't arouse suspicion. But to the point, each day 3 shifts work in the shaft. Each has its foreman, or gaffer, as they say. The first shift is led by Frank, the second by Paul, and the third by Samko. You'll have to ask each one of them how many corves they mine. Samco's hewers should be off work now. You'll find the other 2 shifts in the mine. Take this, so the guards will let you in. It's a letter of safe conduct bearing my seal, allowing you free movement within the mine.
And what are you going to do?
I'll return to the estate to do my job. What else? I reckon they must be wondering where I am by now. Once you find out how many corves the 3 shifts mined on the Feast of St. Petronilla, return to me. We'll compare that number to the entry in the mine book. And don't forget, don't draw attention.
By the way, I've had the honour of meeting your brother, Peter.
Well, well. Small world.
He was a great help to us at Sukhdal.
Even though we had some disagreements, I respect him for everything he succeeded in doing. If it weren't for him, I'd never have been able to do what I do.
Who owns the silver that's mined here?
All the silver in the Kingdom of Bohemia belongs to the king, whether it's above ground or still below it. Though I'm sure you understand, the king has a lot on his mind, and he can't be expected to worry about mining. So he leases out the mining rights to his tenants. It's called the Burgergal. There's a lot of money in it. The tenants have to pay the king, and the king also receives a share of the pure silver from the smelting works. That's the royal tithe.
What is this path of silver, anyway?
It's the whole process, from digging the silver ore out of the ground and processing it, to minting silver coins. Silver is found in ore veins underground. The pitmen mine it and get it to the surface. The chief foreman of a gallery counts the corves, and the assayer estimates the purchase price of the ore for the smelter. The raw ore goes to the smelter, where it's crushed in a stamp mill before it can be purified by roasting. Roasted ore goes to the furnaces, where it's smelted into raw and then pure silver. Silver is then cast into rods about as thick as your little finger.
Who checks the royal share?
The royal mint master and his subordinates are responsible for collecting the royal share. That also means me and the shaft foreman. That is why every step of the path of silver is monitored and recorded, starting with how much ore is mined. The smelting works owners don't have to be monitored as closely, since they buy the ore from us. It's in their best interest to get the highest possible yield after deducting the royal share.
Who makes money from all this?
The thing is, everyone does. Pitmen get paid for mining in the shaft. Mine operators get paid for raw ore. The smelters then smelt everything, sell the pure silver, and deduct the raw tithe. The silver rubs off on the hands of anyone who even touches it. But there's still enough left over for the king.
Can any silver get lost?
It can. And unfortunately, it does happen. It may be a capital offence, but even that won't deter everyone. Most often, a pitman tries to smuggle pieces of ore under his clothes. It doesn't end well. Nevertheless, the entire path of the silver, from the ore beneath the ground to minted coins, is closely guarded. Every step is recorded in the books, so if someone is stealing large quantities, they must have it pretty damn well figured out.
Who owns the mines?
The king grants mining rights to his loyal subjects, and these leaseholders can rent out their privileges to other people. All sorts of people operate mines in Kuttenberg. Nobility, rich burghers, even the monastery. In fact, anyone with enough money to pay for new shafts to be dug can share in the proceeds.
Who's responsible for the mines?
The mines and the mint are supervised directly by the royal mint master, Ulrich Vervark von Neuhaus. As the steward, I'm his direct subordinate. I oversee that everything runs smoothly on his behalf. Then come the chief foreman, then the other foreman, and finally the ordinary pitmen in the shafts. But I don't come in contact with them very often. We follow the path of silver until the moment an ore merchant buys the ore from us and takes it to a smelter.
How much do the mines pay to the king?
That depends on whether it's a royal mine or a mine in the hands of a mining guild, meaning the leaseholders.
I thought all mines were owned by the king.
That's right. But it's much more profitable for the king to grant mining rights to rich mine operators. They bear the cost of mining themselves and pay him a share. The king receives 1/3 of the profits from his own mines, but only 1/5 from the leaseholders. That's how he gets what's his from all the mining.
What about the other 2/3 of the profits from the king's mines?
Those go towards the costs, of course, for operations, wages, and shaft security.
Who's responsible for the smelting works?
They have their own owners. They buy ore from us and smelt it into pure silver. Then, they deduct the royal tithe, and they can sell the rest. And not just silver. Processing the ore yields a variety of other materials that can be sold just as well.
What happens in the smelting works?
Each smelting shop has a stamp mill, a roasting pit, and a smelting furnace. The stamp mill is used to crush the ore into smaller pieces to make it easier to process. After that, the crushed ore is roasted in a roasting pit to remove most of the impurities. Finally, everything is smelted in a furnace to separate the pure silver from the slag.
So it's processed similarly to steel for smithing?
Yes, but in steelmaking, you don't have to weigh and record every step thrice.
How are groschen made from the silver?
The royal share from the smelting works goes to the mint in the Italian court. There, the coiners hammer it out into silver sheets for cutting the coin blanks. Then, in the Italian court's preghouse, our minters cut out and punch new groschen.
How many mints are there in total?
Only the main one is left, the one in the Italian court. There used to be more of them throughout the kingdom, but King Wenceslas II united them all. It was he who contributed the most to the rise of the Prague groschen and the wealth of this region. And of course, his own wealth too.
Whoa! Whoa! Are you Foreman Samco?
Aye, I am. And who's asking?
My name is Henry. Stuart Christian sent me to you. My family runs mines, so I came here to gain experience.
Why should I care? Didn't you see we're off graft?
Sir Christian told me to ask about anything that interests me, and that you'll tell me.
Ah, Sonny, I'm so tired. I haven't even got the strength for gabbing. I wouldn't mind having a game of dice, but minus rules. Then I'll tell you everything. What'd you say?
You should obey Sir Christian and just tell me what I want to know. You don't want him coming to you when you're off work to tell you off.
That I don't, kidder. Ask away, then.
What is the work of a miner about?
Aye, that's a good question, Mara. Mostly about oaking. Any yakker'll tell you that. But proper rest is even more important than graft. You're as weak as a midgie without it.
So how do you rest?
Depends. Some have a kip, some a swally, some go whoring. As for me, I play dice.
How do you mine ore?
Either we're on hard rock, and then no one's hewing shit, or we're hewing something soft, and then it goes grand. Only then there's not much silver in the ore, and you've got to smelt the shit out of it.
How much do you make doing this?
Don't even get me started. The chink's bad, and it's getting worse. Half a grosh and a cough is no.
How many cores did you mine on, say, the Feast of St. Petronilla?
I can tell you exactly. All the yakkers were working, and we were getting along nicely. We managed to hulk 34 corves, without skimping on hame time. First time in ages, that was.
That's all I need to know.
What do you need, my friend?
I need something repaired.
Excellent! You made a fine purchase.
Oh, you pooch.
Got a moment.
What are you doing here?
What does it look like? Resting. I've been lugging these sacks for ages now, so I decided to take a load off. But I can tell you, it ain't too comfortable here.
Look, you know you have something sticking out of your forehead, right? It looks a bit like a horn.
A horn? Nobody's called it that yet.
What is it, then?
It's an arrow. Well, what's left of it, that is. A metal arrowhead and a bit of a wooden shaft. It used to be longer, but I broke it off after I nearly took a wench's eye out with it.
Ah. Now, I heard of a bloke who took an arrow to the knee.
Ha! To the knee? That's nothing. You could go dancing the next day with a scratch like that. But have you ever heard of anyone who took one to the head and lived to tell the tale?
I can't say I have.
Well, you have now. If it was an ordinary arrow, I'd be pushing up daisies. But it ain't the slightest bit ordinary.
And what's so extraordinary about it?
One thing that's extraordinary is we hardly know each other, yet you keep asking questions. How about you tell me who you are first? Talking to strangers ain't the safest these days.
I'm Henry, the son of a blacksmith from Skalitz.
Oh, fuck. I heard about Skalitz. I heard it was real bad.
That it was.
Well, at least you got out in one piece. Look, the name's Carl. Folk call me Carl Arrowhead. On account of, well, you know.
How come the arrow didn't kill you then?
Because it ain't no ordinary arrow.
You said that already.
Thing is, it's a magic arrow.
Yeah, right.
You don't believe me, do you? Sometimes I get mixed up in, let's say, some confrontation. And sometimes things get a bit dicey. I was always getting beaten up, wounded, battered. But ever since I had this arrow in my noggin, not a damn thing. No wounds, no bruises. Nobody can hurt me. They haven't a chance.
Well, that could very well be a coincidence. You're just lucky.
It ain't no coincidence. It's a gift from God. This arrow here blessed me.
Doesn't it hurt? Looks like a nasty wound.
Look, when God blesses you, you accept it for what it is.
So does it hurt?
Hurts like hell. And it fucked my eyesight up a bit. But that don't matter. It's still a gift from God.
Do you think it could be taken out? Can I touch it?
If you touch it, I'll rip off both your arms, shove them up your arse, and make you clap.
Easy! Easy now! I was just asking. No need to get upset. You're worried I'd get the magic too, eh?
No. I'm worried that you wouldn't march and step, and I wouldn't like that.
Why do you think God chose you to be blessed? What did you do to deserve it?
Well, I suppose all them good things what I did in my life. I take care of my people. I'm a good person is all. I reckon God's pleased with me.
I understand. You're simply undefeatable.
Exactly, lad. A whole year without a scratch. A whole year. And me and my lads got ourselves into some dodgy situations, I'll tell you that. But enough chat. I've got to get back to the camp. I've got a proposition for you. You lug one of them sacks here for me, and we can talk some more along the way. What do you say?
What's in these sacks, anyway?
Just stuff what folk leave lying around unattended. These days, everyone locks up their cottages. Sties, coops, and who knows what else. They keep their valuables in their chests. Folk are plenty nervous. And then, they go and leave a couple of sacks of charcoal lying around outside. And when you see something lying around, it'd be a sin to let it get rained on, wouldn't it?
Yeah, that's true. Wet charcoal doesn't burn very well. Good thing you took it. And what are you going to do with this charcoal?
What do you mean? It's charcoal. It always comes in handy. So, will you help me?
Well, I can't let you lug them all on your own.
Glad to hear it. Them sacks are heavy as fuck, but I couldn't just leave them behind. A man can be invincible, and blessed by God, but 2 sacks of charcoal is still 2 sacks of charcoal.
You're probably not a monk, are you? What are you then? A bandit?
Ha! A bandit? It don't sound too good when you say it out loud. Bandit. Do you know who the real bandits are, in my opinion?
I don't.
Them lords, what hold their protective hand over us. They stuff themselves to bursting, hunt in the forests, start wars, and the ordinary folk has to do all the work for them. And when you get in their way, they string you up or beat you like a dog. Not even the worst bandit behaves like that. That's what people should be whipped for in the stocks, not for hunting a deer in some noble's forest, or picking something up here and there. We're just trying to survive is all.
You said we. Are there more of you somewhere?
Of course there is. And with what's been going on, there's more and more of us. Towns get raided all the time, and folk have nowhere to go. So they head into the forests and become bandits, as you call them.
Well, I meant nothing by it.
Right. I used to live an ordinary life myself, before it all got to me. First my wife got a fever, so I paid the sobbos to help her, and nothing. He took the money, but it didn't help, so my dearest died. Then the soldiers came. I don't know if they were ours or someone else's, but they took everything. And whatever they didn't take, they torched. I had nothing left, so now we live in the forest, like animals. We don't have no other option.
Look, if it makes you feel any better, I've lost a lot too.
Of course, we all have. Some more than others. But we've all lost something.
This sack really is heavy. How much further is it?
We're getting close. Hang in there.
I dropped that sack over there, but... Look here. Don't you mind just leading me right into your camp? What if I let slip that you lot are here?
Why would you do that? You wouldn't get any reward for this band of nobodies anyway.
I suppose not.
Thanks for the help, lad. I'm glad you happened by and stopped to talk to me. Not everyone is willing to help. It's a rare sight these days.
Glad to be of help.
Here's some ale money. And I wish you good luck in these wild times. May God's favor be with you. But now, you should get going. The fellas get nervous when there's strangers around. Lord be with you.
Why did they want to hang you?
I reckon my face bothered them. More likely they're pissed off I'm not a hypocritical fucker like they are.
And that's a reason for execution?
Unlike the hypocrites in the League of Lords, I'm not ashamed of what I am.
I know they call you Dry Devil.
Aye. They call me a lot of things, laddie. And that's what rankles the Lords, that I'm getting rich at their expense. And that's some fucking fat loot they stole from the king.
So you're on the king's side?
I'm on the side of whoever pays me, lad. And I'll tell you one thing. I've never gone back on my word. My noble word is my oath. Unlike that of bastards like von Bergau or von Rosenborg.
Have you been at war?
Aye. I fought in Moravia, and I'm still the hetman of the royal city of Znaim. You're just a yokel. So you hardly know what's been going on in the kingdom these last few years?
You're an experienced warrior. So teach me something.
Not a damn thing, lad. Not unless you pay me well. But first, bring me some good wine.
Fine. I'll go and get some.
I'll be right with you.
I'd like to learn from a master.
Where's that wine? Nor should I write it down in your diary so you'll remember it.
Again?
Always!
Fine. I'll go and get some.
Greetings, sir. What would you like?
What do you have for sale?
Oh, what a mess.
I'd like to learn from a master.
You got that wine for me?
Fine. I'll go and get some.
Lord be...
Quick! Die! Go! Quick! Go!
Whoa! Whoa! Oof, I'm as hungry as a wolf. A bit longer without food and I'll really start to be grumpy.
Die! Go! Die!
I really need to eat something. I could go for something to eat now.
Yes, I can.
Foreman Frank?
What you looking for, Sonny? Can't you see we're hewing?
Sir Christian of Peacex sent me. My name is Henry of Skalitz. Our family rented a mine, so I came to gain experience.
A nobleman in the pit? I'll be damned. But you can't just amble around. You'll count your creels.
I just have a few questions.
The more we gab, the less we gar. But make it snappy, man. What do you want to know, like?
What is the work of a miner really about?
What's it about? Bugger all, kidder. No great shakes. We gans through the roads, Bella. Hewing off from rock in the dark and breathing in the stithe.
How exactly do you mine ore?
Bloody hell. Have you never seen a yakka graft, kidder? You take a kevel, and ding away at the rock till it crumbles. And if you keep ganning at it for a couple of years, and don't croak from the stithe, then you'll keel over from exhaustion, or get scrushed by the ceiling of the road you're hewing.
How do you get the ore outside?
Same way it's hewed, in the dark and in coves. On top of that, you spend a lot of the bloody time on all fours. Once you get out by with the corf, you get a tally, and you can get back in by.
How much do you get for your work?
I'll tell you, man. Them deputies up at bank make a howfin' pile of chink. But us buggers, the ones doing all the graft, we earn a pittance.
Can you give me a more specific number?
Sometimes, not even half a grosh and a corf. That's near way to make a living, man.
I wonder, how much do you mine in a day?
That depends on how much ore you howk out of this or that face. It varies.
How much did you mine, say, on the Feast of St. Petronilla?
Listen, kidder. Aren't you a bit too curious? Nobleman or not, you don't need to know that.
You should know you can't defy a nobleman. I'll mention your disobedience to Sir Christian, or to the Mint Master. Then you can start looking for another job.
Out but that, sir. I couldn't just leave me marrows. It would break their hearts, and maybe their necks too. Who'd keep an eye on them? I'll tell you everything. It was a good gar on the Feast of St. Petronilla. Our yakkers hewed 36 corves.
Thanks.
Nah, thank ye. Now leave us to hew, Mara. We've got a lot of graft ahead of us. Take care for now.
I'm as hungry as a wolf.
Greetings to you.
Go! Ja! Idiot!
Oh, so hungry I could eat a horse.
God be with you. Keep the peace, and we'll stay friends.
Greetings.
Excuse me?
Where can I find your foreman, Paul?
What you doing here, kidder? Who let you in, bay?
I've got a letter of safe conduct from Christian of Pisek. I'm a nobleman, and I'd like to learn more about mining silver.
My apologies, sir. Just mind you don't come a cropper.
I just need to ask your foreman a few things.
Our gaffer's gone down there to pray. I don't know if he'd be up for talking, but...
Why wouldn't he be in the mood for talking?
Young Jaybird, one of our marrows, got scrushed the other day. He hadn't even had a full week on the graft, poor lad. It happened the day before the feast of St. Petronilla. You'll find Paul at the lowest level by the roof fall. He's praying for the salvation of his soul. You'll hear the wind howling in the adit down there. It can be heard as far as that cursed road. I hear it's haunted. Don't fret, but St. Barbara look out for you. Take care.
Are you Foreman Paul?
Hey! You walk like a ghost, kidder. You gave me a bit of a fright there. Hold on. I don't know ye. Who are you? And what are you doing so deep in the pit?
My name's Henry. Sir Christian sent me. I'm a nobleman, and I'm interested in the operation of the mines. I hate to interrupt your prayers for a dead friend, but I need to ask you something.
He weren't just me marrow. He were my blood. I raised him from a nipper since my sister died. He kept begging me to take him on a shift, saying he was as strong as a horse. Wouldn't it take no like. And now, I can't forgive myself.
Come on, it wasn't your fault. Accidents happen. It's God's will.
I suppose you're right. Will ye pray with me for his soul one last time?
Aye. I'll pray with you.
You're a canny lad. Repeat after me.
I should eat something.
Merciful God, our Father, you are the giver of gold, silver, bronze, copper,
Almighty
tin,
and merciful
iron,
God,
and
our
all
Father,
ores and metals.
you are the giver
I
of
ask that you
gold,
bless me
silver,
brother who has died in this
bronze,
mine.
copper,
And may your
tin,
holy angels
iron,
save his soul from
and all
damnation.
ores and metals.
Bring his soul
I
to
ask that you
eternal
bless
glory
my
through
brother,
our Lord,
who has died
our
in his
Saviour and
mind.
Redeemer,
And
Jesus
may your
Christ.
holy angels save his soul from
The angel of the
damnation.
Lord declared
Bring
it
his
to
soul
Mary,
to eternal
and she
glory
conceived the Holy
through our
Spirit.
Lord, our
Hail
Saviour
Mary.
and Redeemer,
Mary said,
Jesus
Behold,
Christ.
I am the handmaid
Amen.
of the Lord. Be it done unto me according to thy word. Hail Mary. And the Word was made flesh and dwelt among us. Hail Mary. Pray for us, O Holy Mother of God, that we may be made worthy of the promises of Christ. Pour forth, we beseech thee, O Lord, thy grace into our hearts, that we, to whom the incarnation of Christ, thy Son, was made known by the message of an angel, may by his passion and cross be brought to the glory of his resurrection. Through the same Christ our Lord. Amen.
So, are you going to answer me now?
Aye. Thanks for praying with me. Ask about out.
How is the ore mined?
First, we have to survey the shaft and find ore. Then the place gets scored and set ablaze. We set up timber around. The hewers take their tools and start dinging rock and hewing ore. Nothing to it.
What is the work of a miner about?
What it's about? It's about hewing the face and hauling the ore to the bank in coves. Over and over again. Proper graft, that. Can be real dodgy, mind. Might even do you in.
Are deaths in the mine common?
Aye, but every death in the shaft is a waste. Whether it's in a crumple or black damp. Unfortunately, we still bury a yakker or two a month, you know. That's life like.
How much do you make doing this?
Depends on how much we hawk. How hard the rock is, how much ore's in it. It's not really worth it, though. Half a grosh and a corf isn't much of a fight.
So how many corves did you mine, say, on the Feast of St. Petronilla?
That weren't a good day. Nobody was in the mood for ganning on after what happened to Jaybird. But even so, we managed to hawk 30 corves.
That's all I need to know.
Keep close to the others. It's not safe here.
I already know how many corves the crews extracted on the Feast of St. Petronilla. It was 100 altogether.
I see. Meanwhile, I looked in the mine book. How many do you think it says there?
I'd say it's more.
Seriously? Why would anyone report more than they actually mined? The book lists 90 corves extracted. That means 10 corves of ore disappear each day. But nobody could just come along and take them. We keep a close watch on everything. The unreported corves must be going out to smelting works with the rest of the ore. That means...
What does it mean?
that this is fraud of colossal proportions, and that Foreman Fett and Herman the ore merchant are in it up to their ears.
What about Vavak?
I still think the trail will lead us to him, but we know too little so far. You need to talk to Fett and Herman first. Being involved in the theft of silver is a capital crime, so it should be in their own interest to cooperate. Make sure to promise them no one will know about their crime. You can mention my name. When you've talked to them, come back to me and we'll figure out what to do next.